there, sludgelings. Welcome back to another edition of the Trollhole Podcast. Mike and Ben breaking in here real quick with a little call to action for you. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell right there so you're always notified of all of our new sweet little posts. And a little something else for you, too. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? Feel free to email trollholepod@gmail.com. Send us your weirdness, and we will deal with it for you. A little troll back, because we have your back. Now enjoy this episode of The Troll Hole.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
All set to go. Welcome back to the Troll Hole Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to. Reach in, pull it out, hotboard the troll holster, because we're taking a ride to the spit pit. I'm one of your hosts. I got the stink that makes you think. It's me, Mike Lester. With me, as always, my co-host with the most, the butter to my toast. He is the sole proprietor of Ben's No-No Pen. It's Ben Katzner, everyone. Ben.
Yeah, I got that copyrighted. You can't take that from me. That's me. What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Hell yeah. Who we got with us today?
With us today, it's a 2v2 tag team match, battle to the death, fighting out of the red corner. It's Zach Peterson, Cameron Logsdon. Welcome to the Hell Well. Come on now, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we heels? Are we the bad guys? Are we good guys?
Boo.
I'm pile driving someone. You weren't lying about coming in hot.
No, that was hot as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at you.
He's got a gift, and I
Get a
let the
little
boy run
momentum
with
going.
it.
Get a little momentum going,
Yeah, I
boys.
like it.
I like it.
Let's
That's hot.
compile, let's render. You know?
Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah.
I'm not even sure what that means in that context.
I've surrendered to the render.
Yeah, there it is. That's Zach.
I've never heard render on like a non-computer thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess maybe like render fat.
I
like
do it
a
in golf a
factory.
lot. I scream at the ball.
Is that
When it's in the air, I'm like, render. Render.
what does that mean to you?
It means be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With us, as always, the man that makes it happen, the only reason this podcast exists, the Lord of the Board, producer Neil. Neil!
Good to be here. You make it exist too, guys.
Thank you. I feel like you're trying to drive a wedge here.
Yeah.
We're
Me
all-
and Neil. Me and Neil.
Yeah, that feels right. Woo. Thank you, boys, for being here. I appreciate you both.
Hey, thanks for having us.
How are you? How's everything?
How's it going?
Phenomenal. Things are good. Happy to be in Minneapolis.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
City.
going
Yeah.
great. Minneapolis is a cool city. It's great. I love it. It's Midwestern, but it's better. It's got things that are better.
It's the Midwest, but better. Yeah. You don't feel like you're in the Midwest anymore.
No, it's like elevated. It's like where
Right.
the Midwest will be in a decade. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like where, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the Midbest, we call it. We like
Midwest. There you go.
Midbest.
Yeah. Very Midwestern. Yeah.
You boys are at the Comedy Corner Underground this weekend,
Right.
and a very funny thing. I was there doing a guest set last night, and a very funny thing happened. I don't know if it was funny to you in the moment, but I got there maybe like 7:45, show at 8, and I noticed that there was just nobody in the showroom. And then I talked to someone who was helping run the show, and I was like, "Are there like tickets sold, or what's going on?" And she was like, "Yeah, there are 2 tickets sold." So we all thought for a good portion of time there might not be a comedy show.
I was real bummed.
Yeah,
Real
it was-
down.
It was a tough. We were talking about the state of comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were like, people just hate everything that's happening.
Yeah.
You know what needs to happen? There needs to be a comedic civil war. Who would lead it? What side will we fight? I just want to fight. You know, we were like ready to throw it all away.
And then what happened? Then
Well, they're like, there was a glitch. We actually have a lot of people.
it was like a full show.
Yeah, this sounds like a lie I'd tell myself.
Yeah. I remember being like, this is the first time I've ever heard of one of those glitches going in someone's favor. That never happens. We're like, actually, we packed the room out. That never happens.
Right.
It's just like, oh, yeah, we thought we had 100 tickets sold, and now actually you should walk home. You should walk home.
Somebody just tapped on the odometer a little bit and it rolled over. Oh, you know, you wiped the dust off and there was a 0 behind it. You know, it was like,
That was so incredible. That was a very fun
Yeah,
moment.
I like how our reaction was, oh, something's going wrong in our lives. You know what the problem is? The world. Everyone else.
Yeah, that feels about right for me. So that makes sense. Hell yeah. I don't know. I feel like we should just get right into our first segment. What do you think?
You want to get right into
Or
it?
you gotta.
You want to get right into it, huh, Ben?
Yeah, maybe.
Then let's get into our first segment. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? DASAWTYTW. What do you think of that, huh?
That's good.
I
I
had
think
to
you get hit with
follow
an
that. I had to write that
abbreviation
on a
today.
piece of paper in my mind.
I want you to know.
Pick up one of those letters. I was like, let me spell this out.
We've been saying that for a while.
Yeah.
I think we just learned that he'd been saying it wrong. So like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I left an A out of there. I was doing DSAW.
Well, who's gonna check?
Well, one of our fucking guests did.
Someone in the moment's gonna check us and be like, "You said it wrong."
Yeah.
That's wrong. Your mustache is weird. Calm down, Maggie. All right, calm down. Calm down. I know it's weird. Okay.
Yeah. The thing
I
about
read the comments. Okay, I read the comments.
Right.
the thing about doing a podcast with comedians is that some of them are autistic enough to catch your mistakes in the moment. So you have to deal with that.
Right.
I will. Let me speed rush into that.
Totally
Totally mine.
drive by there.
I'll go first. You want me to go first?
Go
Okay.
first.
Okay. So I am still. I'm trying to decide if I want to get off Twitter fully or whatever. There's nothing really there for
I
me.
just
Where
did.
the porn is.
It's
Didn't they take it away?
Yeah, the only part of the internet
it's
with
there.
porn.
It's still there.
Oh, Cameron, it's there.
it's still there.
It's thriving.
There's one man keeping porn on Twitter alive, and it's,
No, it isn't. You see the likes and the reshares. No,
Well,
I'm not.
You read the comments. You add some of the people that are commenting. You get to know everybody pretty well. And,
we're
you know,
kind
it's
of
a
like
community.
a brotherhood.
We have each other.
Yeah.
Websites are a lot like failing Midwest cities. When they start going bad, it just turns into strip clubs and check cashing places.
That is accurate,
Right? And so that's what Twitter is. It's just that in crypto.
And
Sure.
open mic. It's kind of that.
Yeah.
That's
A lot
very
of
fair.
brewery open mics.
Yeah. So speaking of the open mic element, this one is my fault. This is on me. Sometimes I'll just go on. I'm like, no one's gonna see this. I'm gonna throw a little shot out there. I'm gonna throw a little joke out there. And this was, I think I was watching maybe like Trump being like, I won, whatever his speech was or something.
You sure it was a good speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
Honestly, it moved me. I was like, damn, if I could go back in time, I'd vote for you. You know, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's how good it was.
Building bridges.
Yeah.
So I was like, 2-time president, bad boy, parentheses felon, 6'3", and still can't get your wife to kiss you on the lips in public. Brutal, okay? That's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, no one's gonna see this. Everyone who like is pro-Trump has blocked me already, whatever. And then one guy, U.S. Navy dude, and dude is spelled D-O-O-D, so you know it's real. He goes, you've never kissed a pretty chick that wears makeup. And I don't know what that means.
Whoa.
And
I
I have thought about that a lot. And I'm like, I've kissed women who have had makeup on.
Yeah.
Were they
Come
not
on, Ben.
pretty?
Come
Maybe,
on.
maybe you haven't kissed. Maybe you've only kissed natural beauties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe it's like clapping with one hand. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like you see a pretty with makeup. If they were wearing makeup, they weren't. And I don't know how you're supposed to feel about it, but
Right.
maybe you're supposed to interpret
Right.
that.
Right.
You've
yeah.
never kissed a body double, Ben? I don't think you're legally allowed to kiss them.
Yeah. That might be true.
They got to stand there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that speaks more about him than you about like, you know, like, hey, here's something that'll get his goat. Yeah, it's like women you have kissed haven't had makeup on. It's like, oh, this person doesn't know women.
Yeah.
That is weird.
It's one of those things I'm like, it's not that mean. I think you're trying to be funny, but I don't really understand you, and I'd like to sit down and I'll buy you dinner if you can explain to me what the
Yeah.
fuck you're
Who
talking
was it?
about.
Who replied to you?
U.S. Navy
what's their
dude.
handle?
U.S. Navy dude.
Literally, that's his handle?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And
US
actually,
Navy dude?
That
Yeah.
guy is actually the new Secretary of the Navy. Like, he got appointed this week. It's pretty wild.
U.S. Navy dude. The picture is 2 dogs facing
Yeah, he's
different
kissed those dogs.
directions.
You know he's kissed those dogs.
Are they German Shepherds?
They're not German Shepherds.
Okay.
I would not have engaged if they were German Shepherds.
They
I know
have done
better.
the peanut butter trick, those dogs.
Do they take dogs on the ships?
Oh,
They
yeah.
got military dogs on ships?
You said, "Oh yeah," like you actually
Oh,
know,
yeah.
but I don't know.
You better believe Buster.
Dogs can
You
swim.
gotta
Why not?
sneak them on, but they're
Yeah.
on there.
That's hilarious.
Bunch of teacup Yorkies running around.
I enlisted. I did my tour where I did the doggy daycare on the ship. The submarine doggy
You
daycare.
would have to.
Dude, I was in Fallujah. Dude, are you okay? Yeah, I actually just kind of hung out with some puppies, and it was pretty nice.
I pet sit.
I forgot my lint roller. That sucked.
The submarine doggy daycare, they're just getting the Benson exploding.
You're a sick man.
Yeah, his eyes popped out, but other than that, it was a great day.
We shout about the
Chihuahua now.
that Chihuahua mix? No, just suffocated.
Bursting at the seams.
Mike, did you want to say anything weird to you this week?
Oh, DASAWTYTW. So the other day at work, one of my coworkers was gone, and someone that used to work for us came in to see him, and they're like, "Is so and so?" And I was like, "No, he's out at another office right now." And they're like, "But his cup's here." Like I was lying. I was hiding him, or I'd kill him.
Todd never leaves anywhere without his Billy Joel commemorative cup. It's here.
It wasn't even a thermos. It was a Starbucks cup. Like, yeah, there's a cup. There's a wrapper here. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, they read the name on it. They thought they were like a detective.
Yeah.
They're like,
Right.
no, I can see. It says his name. This is 1 point clue. Leads to
Yeah.
another
We're
one.
taking this in for evidence. Give me
Yeah.
that.
You see a cup at a homeless encampment, you're like, Jacob must be here. You know, it's like, no. What is your logic?
Yeah.
I see a cup around you. I'm like, oh, he's peeing in that. I automatically know you're peeing in it.
Peeing and drinking.
The cup guy's going to come around checking out the cups. So if I'm not here, just give him my cup.
Yeah.
You know, his cup's here. Okay, well,
I'm
inspect
leaving the
cup.
cup here as a red herring, Mike. I really don't want to talk to this person.
Just hiding under the desk, being like, please don't look down here. Please don't look
No,
down here.
he's gone for sure.
Yeah, that is a fun rationale. Be like, well, but
Right.
their pen is still there.
It's
Like,
just
why would
so
he?
aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They,
a weird thing.
do you think maybe they like owed that your coworker owed this person money or
Don't
something?
give a fuck. You don't even work here anymore. Get out of the building.
Yeah, how did you get
I'll
in?
call security. Yeah, who let you in? This is a lab. You're not authorized to be in here. Get out. You don't have PPE on. Fuck off.
He's anticipating an argument.
Yeah.
Or he's just
Yeah.
like, is Steve here? His cup is, but he's not. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, like the other person would go, well, where the cup? Where's
That's
he?
what shoved you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Show me where he is. This is Batman.
Oh,
That's fun.
Just have a
That's-
little push.
Give me back
They
my
would've.
son.
Yeah.
I'm giving
Give me
them
back my
a little,
cup.
Right.
little bit
You're
of
just looking for a reason.
I'm looking. Give me an excuse.
Yeah, you always seem on the brink of destroying your office and everybody in it.
Well, it's just like I'll grab you by the collar and toss you out of there.
Yeah.
I'm a gomer. I'll grab you by the collar and toss you out of there.
Get out of here, you soak or whatever.
No,
Yeah,
don't think
throw
twice.
the
I get so many positive anonymous reviews. I'm bulletproof at that point.
Why are you getting review? Oh, because do you meet people when you deliver stuff?
You meet people, but also your coworkers can leave them for you. And I go to all 8 offices. So
I hate that.
why?
Your coworkers can
I'm
leave
thriving.
reviews? Oh. They're terrified of you.
They are just scared of me.
You keep a taser on you. You're like, hey, I did a good job, right? Does it, you know?
Gosh, I wish. You boys strapped?
Now?
I do feel a little backed into this corner. I feel a little far from the door.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 tables in between us.
Cameron's like, Mike's looking for an excuse.
Try to leave. We dare you. Come on. Let's see what happens. Let's have a good time. That's fun.
But yeah, just unnecessary, unprofessional. I get why they were fired.
I
so
love
anyways,
hearing about your job, dude. I gotta be honest. You know how like sometimes like the cliche thing about dudes be like, oh, your wife will come home from work, you don't want to hear about work. Every time you have a work thing, as my podcast wife, I want to hear it every single time. It's so fun.
because it's like an incident. There's always an
You're always
incident
throwing
going on.
someone under the bus. You're always like trying to get someone fired. It's incredible.
I like
stuff.
switching stuff on people's desks. Like if there's a desk I like a little more, I'll like move my stuff onto it, see if they notice.
Move your stuff onto it. It's crazy.
Slowly taking it over.
I'm just gentrifying
Yeah,
the
call
call
it.
center.
Yeah.
You're the Vladimir Putin of your office. You're just like, I'm annexing your desk into my desk.
this one.
Actually. That's incredible. What about you guys? Has anyone said anything weird to you? We'll start with you, Zach.
Well, I had one I sponsored ads for the show,
Okay.
just like a few TikTok, like sort of things. And I got a bad one, which is easily to interpret. Like the guy goes, "Am I supposed to be laughing at this?"
Sure.
Right? Like I know his motives,
Yeah.
but the thing is, someone replied to that, and I don't know if he was agreeing or if he was pushing back. Where he goes, "No, he posted it so you would comment on it."
Saw through the entire thing.
Yeah.
It's like, this is clearly an algorithm bump, and he needs people to see this. So
Yeah, so I'm like, does that guy hate me or does he hate that guy?
yeah.
Ooh, that's hard to interpret.
That's
I don't know
another.
what that is.
That's another. Like, damn, I'm gonna be thinking about this for like
Right.
a week.
What does
where
that
you're just
mean?
like, what?
Commenting on a sponsored post is a form of mental illness. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
absolutely true.
You should be evaluated if you're
Watching
commenting
a
on.
sponsored post.
Yeah.
Because you can glance at a post and it'll have like a little extra text, and you're
Right,
like, oh,
right.
yeah, I know to move away from this. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe I do need HelloFresh. I mean, like,
recipes. Hello, Fresh. Do you have recipes?
it's like they'll never see this.
you ever? No.
Throw the phone away.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
maybe
okay.
they came to the show. Maybe it worked.
Maybe.
It
I
did
don't-
work. You sold the room out.
Yeah.
It did work.
Well, I don't know. My fault.
What fault?
I blame you.
That's a good
That
thing.
fun
Zach.
comedy show was your fault.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I blame you for these
It's like-
laughs.
Yeah.
Wrinkles around my eyes.
What the fuck, Zach? It's a door deal. Why are you trying, dude? You want to make money or something?
Something.
You want to recoup your ad money, Zach?
Yeah. Well, hopefully I make $20. I would hope so.
Well, with the state of comedy nowadays. you can't-
Yeah.
you
Well,
never know.
something's wrong with the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See where the
It's
glitch
the
is
world.
at that point in time.
Right.
Yeah, the glitch will definitely come back and be like, dude, that was great, but we cannot pay you. There's been a glitch. You're like, okay, cool. That's fine.
Yeah. It's not even like, it wasn't even like a, I think people get so upset when they don't get a joke because it's not exactly highbrow shit. It's very like basic jokes that are like funny enough. But who gets angry enough to be like, I gotta tell this guy I did not like it. Like this is, yeah. Tell an ad. Yeah.
Tell an ad. I don't know. People commenting on any. I mean, honestly, to leave a comment on anything, most of the time, you really have to feel motivated.
Yeah.
To start typing.
I think we probably as comedians also come from it because like the only time I'm ever really commenting is like it's on a friend's thing.
Yes.
It's like I
Right.
know this is good for you and I'm happy for you.
And I'm happy
whatever.
for you.
Yeah,
Or like, hey, we're not friends anymore. Don't look at my profile. I'm blocking you. Like
Right.
whatever. The whole
Yeah.
thing that we write to people.
R.I.P. Block them. Yeah.
No. But like I think normal people.
They're like, your dad passed away. R.I.P. Block them.
Block the dad so he doesn't come back from the dead, or block the
You just blocked
It was like my mom
Yeah.
blocked me, left a weird comment on my page.
Yeah. You were adopted. Blocked.
Comment who you've blocked below.
Let's get a little engagement cooking.
Block.
Who's someone in your life that you've blocked?
Tag somebody you blocked.
Yeah, at least all the actions are getting great.
Yeah, they're getting somewhere.
Damn, that fucked me up a little bit.
That gets you going?
Yeah.
That hits you in the boo-boo? Cameron, anyone say anything weird to you this week? DSAWTYTW?
I can't keep up. You can keep saying it. I don't know if it's right or wrong. We were at the show last night, and somebody we're both from Omaha. Somebody from Omaha was in the showroom, and they came to see the show, and they popped into the green room after the show, and she goes, and I haven't seen her in, I don't know, 7 years probably. Walks in, and she's like, hey, I just wanted to come back and say hi. Do you remember me? And I was like, oh gosh, yeah, I remember you. Whatever, how's it been going? You living up here now? She's like, yeah. And but the energy was like, okay, you came back into the green room. She's like, I asked for permission to come in here just to say hi. I was like, okay, so we'll have like a friendly, good to see you conversation. But then she just kind of stood there and stared at me for like a second. And then she goes, yeah, you're not as funny as you used to be. Oh, no. And then just like stared at me.
Yeah.
And nobody in the room reacted. And I didn't know what to say. Then I said something weird back. I said, thank you.
That's all you can say.
And then we stood there in silence for a moment, and she goes, "Yeah, Zach, it's good to see you." And I just wanted to come back and you know. And then she was like about to leave, and she goes, "Anyway, I guess that's it." And then she was and then she goes, "Also, you know, I was just, you know, saying, you know, just I was just saying that, you know, because I didn't mean that. I meant half of it, but I
What?
And then she left. Wow. And that was it. And I was like, huh.
Yeah.
Is that a bit?
How do you
Must
know
have-
this person? Like, what's the relationship like?
They used to be comedy adjacent, so they weren't a comedian themselves.
Oh,
But
adjacent.
they were dating a comedian or were in a relationship with a comedian that
came
was
to all the shows.
came to all the shows. So it was just around. And you know, when I was starting out, they were at shows all the time, and probably did see me a bunch back in Omaha at that time. And so
Back when you were funny.
back when I was funny,
Yeah.
You know, when I had it figured out,
Right away.
6 months into comedy.
when I should have just locked it in, been like, problem solved, let's go, figured all done. And so I was like, that was bizarre, and I didn't know how to. And so we were like, well, maybe it was like a joke,
Busted balls.
yeah, it was just maybe it was just
Yeah.
busted balls, but you know, didn't come from comedy, so maybe doesn't know how to deliver
Yeah.
or something. But it was a strange energy, and I was like, well, I'm sure I won't think about that.
That one stick with me.
Yeah. I'll forget about that. I won't put it online on a podcast.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm not in a lot of green rooms. I won't get triggered. Yeah.
I'm sweating.
Rolling right past me.
Oh no.
Oh, it's just so. I feel like it's intentionally hurtful. Like they're trying to hurt him.
Imagine going out of your way and then
Getting
say,
permission to go into the
I
green
got
room.
permission to come in here just for a moment. Just want to let you know
Yeah.
you're terrible. Like, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like an emotional assassin.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll get back to the back rooms and let him have it.
Joffrey sent me. You know what I mean? Like, that's not.
Do you want to know? Okay, I'm going to say this. We'll see how this goes. So,
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love the preface.
I didn't make all these connections until basically right now. I was sitting at the bar with this person,
Oh.
and we don't really know each other. And she did make a comment. She's like, "Oh, I actually know those guys." And I was like, "You should go down there and say hi."
Oh, shit.
So I think I might have been the
Ben
person.
facilitated it.
Enabler.
I was going to ask, from where did she get permission?
I think it was me, and then
Ben.
the club owner was there. So I think she was doubly encouraged.
Oof.
She never once was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker."
You know what happened? She goes, you know what I want to go say to him? And Ben goes,
Yeah.
you should do it. You should go say that. Because our first segment tomorrow, actually, is gonna be great.
Daddy needs content, so yeah, you tell him that he used to be way
Just-
better.
The guest set told me to come in and unload on you. He's not even on the show, really.
You see us talking later. I'm just giving her $50. I'm like, great job.
This will be a great DASAWTYTW.
Make sure at the end you turn around and go, I meant it.
It was so funny. Damn, dude. Because there was a little. I'll be fully transparent here. She was like, "Yeah, I don't know if Cameron's gonna like remember me," and I was like, "No, he's a nice guy. Like, go say hi. You guys probably had a good time, whatever."
Yeah.
I didn't. There was no reference to being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna say a joke." She would have been like, "I'm gonna do a little bit." I'm like, "Don't do a bit.
Yeah.
You don't need to do a bit." Just be like, "Hey, it was a good show," because she watched the show and she, damn dog.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was also weird. I knew the energy was off right away because she walks in and she was like, "Hi." She's like, I don't know if you remember me,"
I think that's okay to start with.
Yeah.
which was fine. I stood up and I was like, "Of course I remember you." And I
Yeah.
thought it was like handshake, high five, hug, hello. It was just like, yes, and I'm here to tell you. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, well, all right, here we go.
I have a message from the past.
you hear Pastel says, "What happened to you, man?
You're doing it all wrong."
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad for being partially at fault for that. I didn't know it was going to go so sideways.
I'll
but
take it.
I'm glad it happened to you and not me.
I've had more laughs out of it.
That's good though. You gave him a good memory.
Yeah.
Great memory.
People are going to be like, how come Cam never comes back to Minneapolis? I have no idea. Could be anything.
Well, that's one of those thoughts that I have all the time. It's like, used to be funny. And I can't sort it out now. Right?
Sure.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
I can't write a joke ever again.
The thing that comics, I think, tell themselves all the time is very misguided. Is like, you're like, at some point you had a really bad set and you were like, okay, I'm going to get back up so I don't go out like that. But at some point you had a really great set.
Mhm.
And that's usually what kept you doing comedy. It's like you got some sort of like positive reinforcement.
Mhm.
And then you're kind of chasing it. But like typically you look back on your stuff, you're like, oh, this was terrible. I thought this was good and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
What if it was? You know what I mean? Like you just got to live. You got to sit in that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a deep cut. That's somebody that used to be in a relationship with a comedian.
Yes.
And knows how to take them down.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
That is surgical. I was
That's
like, that's
hilarious.
good. That's
the
good.
game tape.
That's absolutely hilarious.
That's too funny.
A lot of practice hours went into that insult.
Yeah.
No question.
Word economy, efficient. You know what I mean? Like, it was
Truly, yeah. One sentence.
One
Yeah.
sentence.
Just turned your world upside
Yeah.
down.
Mhm.
She used to date a comic too, so she's listened to all like that inner hate.
All
that negativity, Yeah.
Well, but you're here now.
We're here now.
You're doing great.
We're gonna let it
go well, babe. I'll never get to do a don't tell again.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So certainly, like that's definitely weird. I was
beautiful.
like,
Yeah.
what do I do with that?
That might be one of my favorite ones that someone said on here.
That's pretty good.
That's top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
That's
like
great.
last night we're like, is there a positive way to interpret this? And we just sort of sat there and be like,
The best way to interpret it is to be dismissive of her, which I wouldn't want to do. Which is the best way to interpret it is, oh, you're just like it was a joke and it wasn't funny.
Sure.
right.
But the room read it as like a serious comment and not as a joke.
Yeah.
But then you didn't, and I think that's. But I think
that's okay.
I'd rather assume that she knew what she was doing because that's more fun.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it. I'd rather have a deep hater in that way.
You need
There's
that,
somebody who's
that
not good at
spark.
what they're doing.
This
Yeah.
was calculated.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
I
keep
like
you going.
calculate. I like calculate.
They looked at your numbers online. They're like, "Oh, he's
No,
due.
let's
He's
bring
due.
this
yeah,
guy
Yeah,
down.
he's due for
Give
a
him a
little
fire.
air.
Let's poke some holes in this.
Yeah.
I like it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, what an incredible addition to DASAWGYG. Cameron, Zach, this is a social media podcast of sorts. We want to ask you a little something personal. What do your explore pages look like? What is the algorithm feeding you? Do you got ass? Do you got titties? Do you got cars?
That's such a great
Vroom.
question. I think it's a fun game to play if you have like a TV where you can cast. You know what I mean?
Yes, I've
You
done
cast
this.
it, and you get everybody in the room. You say, "All right, everyone, pull up your explore page," and you just got to put everybody up. It's a fun game.
Yeah,
It's a fun game.
You're
So
a
I like
monster.
It. I think I feel comfortable doing it because my explore page is very boring. It's mostly like how to dunk if you're under 5'8". It's
You're like, get a 6'6" guy to lift you up.
it's I don't know, the occasional Marvel thing. Like
Sure.
it's very boring. You know what I mean?
Any
and comedy.
cosplay in there?
Some
why are you
cosplay. I see
asking?
Because Marvel cosplay.
I see some cosplay stuff. It's a lot of like music and basketball, and it's not I wouldn't consider it particularly threat. You know what it is? Actually, I'm looking at this right now. It's a lot of stuff telling me my posture's bad. That's what it is. Your posture sucks. Oh, you got pain. It's
Everyone's
you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Fucking sit up. You know what I mean? That's
It feels like the explore page is just our own subconscious.
Sure.
Where it's all
Yeah.
stuff that we won't say that we're into, but it's like, but it shows us like this is what you actually want.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it
know?
does that. Like you mutter things to yourself, your phone hears it. That's your explore
Yeah.
page.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine's mostly outdoorsy survivalist.
there you go.
Football and those like depression pages that were just, like those ones where there's like cartoons with like Edward Norton,
Yeah.
where he's just like, an individual isn't meant to live. Like sadness can be a springboard into creativity, like just like those sort of like those self-satisfying, like you're sad because you're smart. You know?
You're being pulled so many different ways,
Right,
dude.
right.
That is both complimentary and insulting.
It
Your
is.
page has got you in a weird state of limbo, my friend.
Right. It doesn't make me feel good. It's like, this
Nor
is what
should
you-
it. That's not what it's for.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It's there to tell you like this is what you actually want, and it's like you want a nice calming voice to tell you it's going to be okay in football and to disappear into the woods.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
because it's not going to be okay, despite what the other voice tells you.
Oh man, if it's like a subconscious projection of what I've got going on, I gotta get a therapist. Because there's some stuff in there. Sometimes you're like, this is my fault that we're here. But like I can tell my mental state of being by like what is on my explore page. You know what I mean? Like and it shifts for me. Does yours shift? Do you feel like?
Mine's all monkeys.
You're monkeys. It's all monkeys, it's all golf for
It's
you.
just monkeys and golf.
Well, what kind of monkeys? Like, do you see that blue-faced gibbon that got handed the treats? You
Oh,
ever see that
sure.
video?
Oh, I
That's
mean,
my favorite. That's one of my favorite videos of the internet of all time.
so you like that? You're gonna like Jing Jing. So she's she's missing an arm. She's a macaque monkey. She's overweight, but grandma takes care of her,
I love this.
and she's one
Grandma,
of the top,
another monkey?
No, it's a real old lady that's
okay.
like always wearing a mask and like just feeding her, and she'll like bite grandma, and grandma like give her a
fun.
little swat back.
Great.
I'm not doing her justice, but a Jing Jing monkey.
I like that. I love.
Yeah.
If I could have like a very like nature-y page, is just like all animals and stuff, I'd watch. There was a time, it does shift and change. There was a time I was commenting on National Geographic stuff.
Yeah.
Talking
I
about
love
commenting,
National Geographic.
and I was
Yeah.
being like, "Good job,"
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Because I wanted to see their stuff. I was like, I want to see a cool photo of a bird. You know, like I want to see cool stuff.
It's a lion killing a gazelle. Hell yeah, dude.
Get them, boss. Just 3 flame emojis.
Yeah. Puma didn't have a chance there.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta reset, Sometimes your explore page is just like famous pregnant women in swimsuits. You're like, I gotta do something different here. Gotta find other stuff.
I'm watching Cameron Diaz do a tub birth. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get the hell out of here for a while, man.
Yeah.
So that's just my follow page. Tub birth.
Yeah, tub birth.
Tub birth is a great
That's a
name.
keyword
That's a good
search.
band name.
Yeah.
I'd name a child Tub Birth, I think. Tub Birth, get over here, boy. That's the D-tackle if I've ever fucking
They name them where they conceived them, so that makes
Yeah.
Name Forest, tub birth.
Kitchen floor, come on, buddy. What are you doing?
They were conceived at a tub birth. It was weird. It was a weird time. Yeah.
We live in a cult. It's a whole thing. Oh my god, that's great.
Conceived in a tub birth.
Didn't even make sense until I thought you brought that up. I was like, okay, that's fine.
It's a weird family.
Do you guys? We have to go
Your
back into
tub
normal
birth just has
questions?
me inspired and revved up. Yeah.
I love the circle of life.
I saw you crowning and I got so horny. Come on, Ben. You're here, Ben.
Yeah.
Stay with us.
Wish I wasn't, but I
Stay with
am.
us, Ben.
Do y'all have a favorite platform? Do you care? Do you feel like you're obligated to do this thing? Do you enjoy doing these things?
Do you enjoy doing these things?
I gotta say, I like Blue Sky, which is very new.
Oh, yeah.
Because I erased Twitter.
Trollhole now on Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Clips up.
Shouts
Clips
out,
up.
libs.
One clip is up.
Come get
Nancy
us, libs.
Pelosi, come retweet us. We need
Yeah.
to find you.
Well, I deleted TikTok off my phone because I was just sitting in bed and watching TikTok for like 2 hours,
Yeah.
and that's not.
No.
And so what I started doing was just looking up on YouTube compilations of TikToks.
Yeah.
And watching those for 2 hours.
You are not alone. I used to look
Yeah.
up Vine comps all the time.
Yeah.
So like those are, there's so much funny shit. You're like,
right.
I
I still will watch a Vine comp every once in a while. But it feels more
Absolutely.
nostalgia
Yeah.
than it does a fix. Like you watching modern, like this is what happened on TikTok this week. Like, you watching.
Reasons being is because it became so political around the election, and I got so involved in projections and things like that my algorithm is fucked. And it's all like politics, and that's the last thing I want to think about right now. So I'll just go on to what just hey, here's a guy falling on a skateboard
What's
and
the
shitting
new
himself.
What's the new
Hilarious.
dance trend?
Yeah,
What's the-
exactly. Just show me
time until the
Yeah.
world ends.
Yeah.
show me show me a mentally well person's algorithm. Right? I want to cosplay as
great.
someone who's okay.
That's awesome.
You know?
That's sick. Hell yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Do you watch any other like long form content on YouTube? Are you a long form content guy
Yeah.
or What do you like?
True crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Which is-
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, or like the internet mysteries and,
Yes.
and stuff like that.
You ever watch like video essays on stuff? Like
Yeah.
I
I'm
do a lot-
watching video essays.
Mhm.
I've tried to get myself in the habit of like if I think of a question about like a basic question about the world, look up a YouTube video on it, save it to my watch later list, and then I'll watch like a 15-minute thing on how traffic lights work.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you're
hey, how do
getting
we
better.
control
Okay.
traffic in the world? I don't know. Like, I didn't know how water got to New York City. And then I was like, I want to
Yeah.
know how that works. So then
Yeah.
you could just Google how's plumbing work. And then,
Sure.
maybe if I had to explain that to somebody, if I ever time travel or something, you got a great time travel. Like, there's so much stuff I wouldn't be
fate of
able
the
to
world is on
explain.
you. Like, Cameron, how does plumbing work? Like,
Yeah.
I got a YouTube
I
video.
feel like
about
I
this. Got Wi-Fi or
I have to have some level of, I'm so removed from how the world actually
all are.
functions.
We all are.
And so I'm trying to get better. So if I watch anything long form on YouTube, it's usually like trying to understand the most basic thing
Right.
in,
That's really
in the
good.
world.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
think that's awesome. That's actually a thing I might try to start doing.
I do not do that.
I
do not do that.
Mike's fully golf vids.
I do golf vids. I watch like video game essays I've been getting into.
Sure.
I watched like the Simpsons Road Rage speed run world record.
Sure.
Recently. Fascinating story, by
Yeah.
the way. Wow.
Dude,
that was in 8 years, man.
Yeah.
That was an up and down 8 years.
I can't even make fun of you for this because there's definitely, again, depending on where I am in my mental health journey, I will watch essentially like movies that are all the cutscenes from video games that I don't play. So like, oh, The Last of Us came out or whatever. Like, I'm like, I gotta watch that cutscene movie.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, I'm like, this is exactly what I want. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to do tasks. I just want to see all the fun shit that happens between all the shit you're supposed to do.
That's really interesting. I never even thought about doing that.
It's
Okay,
so
that's-
I don't
love
think
it.
anyone has ever thought about doing that before.
There's a market for it. People
Yeah.
watch this shit.
Oh, obviously, yeah, someone made it. So they're like,
Yeah.
people are going to want to see that.
yeah,
It's not the
Yeah.
gameplay.
bitch.
It's the cuts. Hey,
People love the cutscenes.
The fuck?
People love the cutscene.
I love.
That's why people buy the games. They're like, I'm just trying to get to that cutscene.
Like if I bought a game, I'd also have to buy someone to play the game for me because I don't want to do it. I just want to see what happens.
You got me right here, bud.
I'll buy you.
You buy me.
My wife will watch gameplay. She'll like a horror game.
Yeah.
And she just watches it like it's a movie. Watch
Oh,
somebody
I love
go
horror
That's awesome.
games.
Yeah. Do you play them?
I play. I was into Phasmophobia. You ever play that one? That
No,
one
but she
was
watched
great.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
She watched it.
But
So I
that's
like tangentially watched it.
that's scary as fuck.
It seemed scary.
Yeah. I was startled. That's what I kept saying a lot. I was like, I'm so startled right now.
Startled and perturbed.
Is there tomfoolery afoot here? I don't
She
feel
would
good
be
about
scared,
this.
and then I would get scared because she'd be like watching it and doing something, and then I would like enter the room and she'd go and then you know, that's how scary it must have been because everybody was scared and it was on a phone on YouTube. You know, nobody was even playing it. It wasn't even in the house. You know,
yeah. You were not in control of the gameplay. You're still shook. I love it.
Hell yeah, dude. I think
Want to get into some trolls? We got a bunch.
yeah, we do have
We
a
got a
lot.
bunch of them.
What time are we at right now? Oh, you just look at the
We're at
phone.
40.
Perfect.
What?
Wow, that went by real quick.
Are you kidding me?
This is
Wow.
No,
ideal.
more like 36, 37.
Yeah, don't ever get that wrong again.
Never.
How dare you?
State of mind, though.
So yeah, so like this is a fun.
You leave me
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I will love this. This is what I'm looking for. That's what I want on my algorithm.
So if you're not watching the YouTube of this,
Animals,
Neil
Cameron,
Neil
you
has
hit me
pulled
up.
this
I
up.
will-
Dude, I'm gonna.
I'll hook you up.
Because
It
I
is
love a good animal
This
video.
is the tip of the iceberg.
Chubby monkey
He's
with
the-
one
he's the
arm
monkey
eating
He's the
like a
monkey
yogurt pop. This honestly, that should be depressing. That should bum you out.
It does not.
Yeah.
That's like
you don't
sometimes
know
it
the
might, but I
lore,
like
dude.
it.
You don't know the fucking lore of Jing Jing. She's had a hard life, dude. She was owned by the circus.
Why are you yelling?
She had to have a metal collar cut off of her by the fire department, and now
Yeah.
grandma takes care of her.
All of
She's
that
a
is sad
world
to me.
celeb.
That's like when I went to New Orleans and they were feeding alligators marshmallows. I was like, this doesn't feel right.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
I don't feel like most humans shouldn't eat marshmallows. Every time I eat a marshmallow, I'm like, what is this? Like, what is in my mouth right now?
I went to an indoor zoo one time in Maplewood, and they were feeding the lemurs like Fruit Loops. And I was like, these animals are gonna die, bro.
Well, I mean, a toucan is in the same place, so it's like so Fruit Loops are indigenous.
Madagascar, yeah. The old Fruit Loop fields, yeah.
So this next part of the pod, what we do is we just go through your comment section a little bit, and we're not making fun of you. We're making fun of the dumbass shit that some of these people say.
Good, because I need a reminder. What people say about my stuff.
But I will say for both of you, generally, and honestly, I feel like this happens a lot. We haven't had anyone in here who's like notorious, I guess. So maybe that's the next thing we got. Maybe we get Tony Hinchcliffe on the pod. But a lot of it is
let's get someone canceled. And terrible.
We'll be the number 2 most listened to live podcast.
Let's get Brian Callen in here. Let's just get a true sack of trash.
But going through your guys' stuff, it's a lot of positivity. I think this is very important to say. I like to let people know it's a lot of people being like, this is fucking great. I love this. Thank you for this. This is incredible. And then every now and then it's just like a guy who just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And then they're just a little bit too mad about it. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand what's going on.
That's funny.
Well, if anyone's ever mean to me, I block them instantly because I am very sensitive.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah. Like
That's a
I
good strategy.
like if it happens once, it'll happen again.
So a thing that some people have done that have come on the show too that I like to incorporate now, if anything ever happens, is if someone does a mean comment, you pin the mean comment. And then you let everybody else kind of attack.
They
Smart.
That's wild. That's just literally like sick 'em. You know? It's crazy.
What it is.
That is what. Can you imagine if Beyonce did that? Like, or Taylor? Come on, man.
They know they can't. They probably could go to jail. There's probably some legal ramifications for someone like that doing it.
That's
when I do it, it's like my mom and my aunts are like going after somebody.
That's going to be a badge of honor one day. They're like, I was pinned by him.
Have you done it? What do the people that make the comment do when they realize you've pinned
For
their
me,
mean
my
comment?
following was not like it's not that bad. But so like we had Aiden McCluskey on here.
Yeah.
He's a guy. He's a very funny comedian from here. Opens for like Nick Mullen and stuff.
I know. He
Okay.
does a bunch of-
Okay, so like he'll pin something, and people will definitely like they'll come to the defense of him or whatever. I don't know that the person who's pinned maybe takes it as the punishment that it is.
Yeah.
But like you should know if you've been pinned. If you said something shitty and someone pinned it, you should know that you fucked up. Right?
Yeah.
Because now you're not going to get buried. You have two choices.
Yes.
Let it ride or delete it.
Delete. Yeah. Let it ride or
Which
delete.
makes you a coward.
Yeah. Do you want to
Delete your
win or do
comments,
you want
you're a
to?
coward. So
Yeah. So.
I delete other people's comments if I don't like.
Oh.
I'm like, bye. I don't
So
care.
why shouldn't you be able to block somebody or delete their comment? Like,
Yeah. You
take
have
it in your own hands. It's your space. Do whatever you want with it.
Well,
Makes sense.
I mean, it's like I don't want to deal with this, and no one else should have to deal with this.
Yeah.
And it just creates a bad time, and make a better time if I just make it not exist anymore.
see, I follow them.
And I'm like,
follow them and start shitting on them back.
Mike's like, I follow them home. I talk to their kids. I kill their dog. You know what I do. Do you ever feel like when you jump in there though that you're now like all the stuff you don't want to do? You're spending time like looking at bad comments, deleting bad comments, blocking annoying people. That you're like inundated with the thing instead of just like posting and ignoring. Or no, I'm not even challenging. I'm just
No, I don't think I have enough comments to really,
sure.
to really like feel like sure of any sort.
Sure.
But just when there is like negativity out there, I just,
Yeah.
like, and because I do comedy and I put stuff online for fun, and if it's not fun, I'll stop doing it. You know, and like I don't need that crap. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't.
Don't make Zach not have fun now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're like,
Yeah.
we'll build a podcast off of that negativity.
Oh
We
yeah.
need that negativity to
We're like,
thrive.
keep 'em
Actually,
coming.
I mean, you could think whatever you want. You can hate me. That's great. Just don't tell me.
Yeah.
Don't ask for permission to come into the green room.
Like I said, I'm very sensitive. Like, don't hurt my feelings. And if you say something mean, it's going to hurt my feelings. And if I respond to it, that's just more of me having hurt feelings.
Sure. Well, this makes me nervous for this next segment that we're getting into. So
We'll start with Cameron. We'll start with Cameron.
Here's what I'll say. I know that I have like a big social media following, and so the thing that I learned early on was I try very hard to just like set it and forget it. I'm making stuff, I put it up, and as much as I can, I try to just move away. Maybe I'll comment on things, or maybe I just like will read a few comments to get like a general vibe to be like, okay, do people like this? Is this whatever? What do they like about it? Is there like an idea for something that like I could respond to that people might be asking for? You know what I mean? Like, what can I do just to try to get a temperature? But I really try to stay out of the mud.
Yeah,
because I get nervous. I don't want to be in a place.
It's a lot
where I
of
feel,
people. Yeah,
right. You know what I mean,
even if good, bad, whatever, there's just a lot of human activity or bot activity,
and it can
going
be
on.
too much. You know, I think if you read, even if it's positive, if you take that too much to heart, I think that you lose sight of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I try to stay out of there. So I'm glad that you've gone in there for me and you brought it to me.
This is
so wonderful. I'm glad we've brought this.
But think of all the fun we've had so far. You know? And again, none of this is meant to like shit on anybody.
Oh, no.
This
It's
is
all
all
good.
kind of making fun of this. But like, so yeah, you mentioned your follow. So you do a lot of impressions online.
Impressions online.
Was
Yep.
that the thing that kind of like helped blow you up?
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
mean, I think that like a lot of comics, when I started out posting stuff online, I was posting a lot of different stuff. It was like, you know, maybe occasional sketch, like straight up sketch, maybe it was the occasional stand up clip or whatever. But then I started doing. I've always done impressions, and then I just figured out they just work online well. It's like it's very online talent. You know, what I mean? It's like it's a very bite sized talent show thing, and so it makes sense for me where it works online. And to be honest, it works better online than it works anywhere else.
Sure.
I feel like it works better online than it does on stage. It works. I'm not a party trick guy. Like I'm not going to start doing voices at a party. So I'm like, okay, it goes here. This is where it goes. And so I put it there and it worked in it. And that's what's
It's like made for front facing content.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's made for front facing content. It's made for bite sized content.
Yeah.
It's quick. People can get it.
So let's read one. Not Liberal 79 says Will Smith was horrible, Owen Wilson was not good, and Dwayne Johnson was in and out, but still not good. Good. Liberal 79.
The impression expert. The Rock was in and out, but also not good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you know what video that was on?
That was on your celebrity Christmas list video.
Okay, so because I was just wondering, like, how, like, were they responding to every person that was in the video, or did they just pick the three that they thought were not good and were like, let me tell you about these ones?
I think they picked the three that
Yeah.
All of them. If there was someone else in the video, they would have mentioned them.
Here's another one from Spoon Trademark. There's a difference between sounding like and acting, all caps, like Rock and Will were not spot on. He moved like them, yes. Talked like them, yes. Not sound. I mean, what?
What are you mad? What are you mad about? I don't understand.
The man can't even form a sentence. Like he moved like them, yes. Talk like them, yes. Not sound. All caps. All caps.
It's so funny to me that someone could get that word. If I saw a thing, I'm like, all right. If I didn't think it was a good impression, I'd be like, okay, that's not that great.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not commenting. Like, you think you have the essence of Will Smith.
Yeah.
But I'm here to let you know you don't.
You did a lot of things good, buddy, but this sucks.
That's so wild to me.
That's
insane.
Cameron, call yourself soft serve because you got spooned.
by the trademark spoon.
Yeah.
Got a soul spoon job.
Yeah, so like I have a pretty big following online. I critique impressions.
But, okay, you know what's sad though? That specific thing doesn't exist right now. But there is a whole world of like things that exist to critique like podcasts and like whatever. Like there's a whole subsection of people who make money off of being like, you know who I hate? Bert Kreischer, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen that.
And that stuff like is currently fascinating to me. I'm
Right.
like, what is
Why
this
do they hate him?
cesspool? I don't know. I don't care.
They own a shirt company.
Hey, big shirt guy, 78.
Big shirt is down 30%, and it's the machine's fault.
What you're doing is an abomination,
Yeah.
and you will be punished as such.
I'd love to hear that joke with a shirt on it. That's just funnier.
I do think a lot of times when I do see negative comments about impressions, it's like impressions is a thing where it's like judge it. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
you know, you put it up at people,
Sure.
and immediately the question is it good or is it bad?
Yeah.
And if it's good, people usually you know they take it or leave it. And if it's bad, there's some people that have to say,
Yeah.
okay, you've presented it for judgment, and I will judge it. And so to that end, if people do say critical things about an impression, I'm like, okay. And a lot of times, if I've seen a negative thing, I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree with that. That Will Smith, Owen Wilson, Rock one is wrong. It's the opposite way. Like the Rock is the worst of them. You know what I mean? So objectively, I don't know, in my opinion, but what do I know about impressions? You know what I mean?
Right.
I think they're all great. I think you're doing great, and these people, I guarantee, aren't good at impressions because they wouldn't be commenting on Instagram.
Have you gotten to interact with any of the celebrities you've impersonated, or like have they commented on your videos? Have they slid into the DMs? Has Will Smith threatened your life?
I do think Will Smith has probably seen something and has to hate it.
Yeah.
Because there's never been in anything close, you know. And Jay Farrow told me that he doesn't like impressions of himself. And he's like, he said because Jay does a really great Will Smith, and he's like, he doesn't like, he didn't like, he wasn't nice about it, you know. Dwayne Johnson has commented, and he's messaged me, and before he went to he did the 0 follower thing. He followed me for like a year.
Whoa!
And he had commented on some stuff, and he liked it, and he laughed. And I think the reason that he liked the first video is because, like all people, I think is because I did a video where it made him look really good, and it kind of made Vin Diesel look really bad.
Oh.
And I think that he liked that, and he was like, "Yeah, this guy's awesome. I'm in."
That's our next president that was following you. I want you to know that. That's pretty cool. dude.
2028.
That's pretty
yeah.
sick.
Vin Diesel, baby.
That might be the best follow. The Rock
Yeah.
is sick.
So the Rock has responded. Mark Wahlberg has shared some stuff before, and Mark Wahlberg's daughter messaged me. I did not respond.
Princess?
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
What, is she a dog? What?
Well, she followed. She messaged me and was like, "Oh my God, your videos are so funny. Every time you do one of my dad, I send it to him." And that made me believe that Mark Wahlberg
he had
hates the impressions, because if your kid is saying, "Look, Dad, it's you.
Yeah.
This is what people think you sound like," you know, you're just aggravating your old man at that point. You know what I mean? Like he's still
hates his
somebody's
daughter,
dad.
dude. Yeah, he hates his fucking daughter for sure.
And so, but Mark Wahlberg has shared it.
That's
Shared
surreal,
a
dude.
video of one of my videos to his story once.
It'd be so funny if Mark Wahlberg was like, his rock was in and out.
His rock was in and out. It's Mark Wahlberg saying, "The me was great. I've met Owen, not even close. Doesn't sound like him."
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Do you want to do some Zach ones?
We can do some Zach
Yeah.
ones. Let's do this one. One last one for you, real quick, Cameron. This is from Minor Butt Tickler, and they say,
Oh my God.
Wait, how is minor spelled?
the wrong way. The wrong way.
Oh no!
Which,
I-
it's fitting that this is their comment. Where's Jeffrey Epstein voice?
what is no?
From Minor Butt Tickler.
This is why you set it and forget it. You cannot go there.
Yeah, you can't engage
One
with
of your
that.
fans.
Know about
One
the
of your
world.
boys.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
you can't engage with that.
Wait, I do want to do a quick. Do people tell you who you look like online a lot? Do you get that?
Yeah, I get a lot. If people are sharp, they know that I look like Mike Shinoda.
Yeah, that came up a lot.
And so I see a lot, and it used to be very rare, but now I feel like more and more, especially because Linkin Park's kind of back in the
yeah.
people are like, "Oh, I didn't know Mike Shinoda was doing voices." You know what I mean? Like, all right,
Hilarious.
well, you know, oh, so funny, great. And sometimes I'll get a like a message request, and it'll be like, and it's not like a spammy, like porny one. It'll be like, "Hey, Cameron, I just wanted to." So I'm like, "Okay, well, what is this?" Maybe something that, you know. And so I'll open it, and it's like, "Just want to let you know, you look a lot like Mike. Has anybody ever?
You can't really do anything with this, but I want you to know.
Yeah.
Just
The people are talking.
No, man. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do get a lot. I get that one.
Zach, we talked about your look-alike person
Yeah.
before. Adam Driver, you get a lot. Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
saw some of
there's
those.
one person on my YouTube that posts on everything that they see. Adam Passenger,
Yeah.
which is
I think we probably picked
Yeah,
one of those
yeah.
up.
yeah, which is very funny. I mean, I get it, but also it's not lost to me that Adam Driver is like a controversial hot guy.
Sure.
Where some people are like ugliest man ever to exist, other people
Yeah.
like very hot. So I'm like, okay, like I could deal with that.
He's in the Steve Buscemi school of hotness. Where
Yeah.
It's like,
No, Adam Driver's
that's
hotter than that. Come on. Come
no,
on.
where I'm saying like non-traditional.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Buscemi
Like-
has looked homeless for 50 years.
Some people are like, let me ride that.
Looks like an
homeless face.
anorexic
No,
pug.
maybe
What are you talking about, bro?
maybe a Willem Dafoe.
Okay,
maybe.
fine. Willem Dafoe,
Willem
fine.
Oh, is that more? I don't know. But I know what
You know
you're
what I'm
saying.
talking
I get
about.
it. Yeah. It's an acquired taste.
Here's a really mean one, Zach.
Nice.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
This is from Rashana Kovacic's 1979. Is that Matthew McConaughey wearing a Mike Myers mask while drinking DP?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't think that's
What is
mean.
he,
I think
Dr.
that's
Pepper?
just.
Dr. Pepper?
Oh, it's on my shirt. It's on my shirt.
Yeah.
That was on my shirt. It was Michael Myers drinking a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I thought they were just owning you.
Yeah,
Like, you thought it was like an Austin Powers Mike Myers
I
mask.
thought
Yeah.
it was just like, is Zach doing a Halloween set or
well,
something?
I'm the shirt I wore in my special is a behind the scenes photo of the guy who plays Michael Myers with the Michael Myers mask going up and drinking a Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach, my apologies.
Hey,
He thought and was hoping
should-
that somebody was just being mean.
yeah. I mean, you should Google shirt. a lot of good shirts out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Next time we're looking for trolls.
See, that's why we do this.
we
You know,
gotta
we gotta get to the
cross-reference.
bottom of this. That's good.
36 Disciple says, get on KT.
Kill Tony.
Yeah. I love.
Hey, yeah, this is why we brought you on. When are you going to be on Kill Tony?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh good. Who are you? Every person at a bar show?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Anyone I interacted with when we were in Austin, that is how they would close the conversation.
Yep.
Right.
Like I golfed with 3 randos, didn't tell them I was a comic till the like final hole. And they're like, hope to see you on Kill Tony one day.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude.
I sure
Right.
fucking
It's
hope
like-
not. Yeah.
Is it a culture down in Austin, like the kill time? Is it just like
Yeah.
if you're in town, like if you're-
Culture, cult, you know?
Yeah.
same thing?
Yeah.
I will say we met a lot of really nice people, at least 2 to 3 weird ones. But like we went to Austin together, and it is like a thing. It feels. It's like
I haven't been to Austin since before the pandemic, so I only,
Yeah.
it's going to be different
so I
than you
only
remember.
hear tell.
By pandemic, you mean everyone that moved there?
Yeah, they happen simultaneously, right?
An
They're
infection
pretty
of some sort?
aligned with one another.
Mhm.
But I haven't been down there since before 2020.
It's like if New York was in like the Wild Wild West, like the
Mhm.
horror show scene of New York was in the Wild. It's crazy to me, but it's interesting.
Father Time Gaming 17 says, you look like 2 of the Hanson brothers had a baby and he couldn't play hockey. Good set.
Good set.
Yeah.
Good set.
Yeah.
Love
Good
that.
set.
Yeah.
Full jab and go.
Good.
Yeah.
Set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Hanson as in like the band Hanson, but
The slap shot.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I get it. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
You know,
See,
I'm-
you're doing
I'm-
good, Zach.
yeah.
See?
that's all.
Rye510 says, is this the I Like Turtle kids grown up?
Contextually, I think it's important.
Yeah.
I think you have a joke where you're talking about like
about
turtle,
about
liking
turtles.
or
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
Great joke.
I do.
It's a great joke.
Yeah.
You should look on it. And you
Well,
should look it up and you should comment.
Yeah. Comment possibly. It is him actually, and it's great.
On the special, there's a comment that's like I screenshot it because it's my favorite comment of anything I ever said. It goes, the turtle joke is to humor as blood is to the heart. Yeah.
You resonated.
Yeah.
Like, is that like a Viking or something? Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Viking
Well-
just got the internet.
Yeah.
Found Zach.
Well, I responded to them and go, good. I was hoping it was like blood. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which I don't know what that means, but
Yeah. I feel like that's good because
Yeah.
the heart needs blood.
right.
I think that's a thing about people that comment on comedy videos is they want to be a part of it. So a lot of times people will say things that are inadvertently rude as hell.
Yeah.
But they just want to play, you know. So I like that this guy left the dig, but he put, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
It's a saving grace. It means he's trying to get involved.
And
you know?
I don't mind the Hanson Brothers thing. I get it. I'm we seen Slapshot?
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking
It's a dude. It's three
They
dudes
play
with
hockey, or-
long dark hair and thick glasses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I get it.
Flies and Dogma, the little demons. Is that what I'm talking about? All
I
right,
know the
that's a
movie. I
different
don't
reference.
remember the
Doesn't matter.
flies.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Kevin Smith movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the dudes, the kids, and they're like they kind of
No,
like
I don't think
Shaggy.
it's
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
like demons, but every time they show up, there's flies.
I'll show you
It
the
doesn't
Hanson
matter.
Brothers.
It doesn't matter.
I'll show you the Hanson
No, you
Brothers.
don't. It's all good.
You want to go final seg?
I think we should get our final. We're cooking here. We gotta. Yeah, let's do it. Final
Let's go into the final seg.
What you say, Neil? Hold on, Neil's got something.
I was just saying this one's really good though.
This has never happened before. Okay.
No, I don't know if it's the one you're trolling back to though. So is it the one where it's like I bet this shit geeks if you're 37?
No,
I love how Neil just said the full comment too.
That's great. Yeah, there was. I think you have a joke. It's a joke where you're talking about being like an elder millennial,
Mm-hmm.
and then so I don't know that it's as mean spirited as sometimes that sounds.
Elder millennial bit. I bet this shit geeks if you're 37. Zach replies, I appreciate the engagement, my dude. Bagel Dave replies, just messing with you, Zach. I'm unemployed and shouldn't be commenting on TikToks right now.
Hey, good call.
Yeah.
Good call,
Nice
Neil.
job, Neil.
Good
You
save
know,
there, Neil.
There's a good point. Our buddy Tyler Walsh is a great comedian. He's based out of Omaha right now too. But he told me early on that one of the things that he learned from somebody who's doing socials is if you respond to a comment, you either have to be nice or funny.
Mhm.
Point blank. That's the only way to respond.
Sure.
And then
Right.
either way, if you're funny, then the people join in and they laugh with you. And if you're nice, then people usually are like,
They're like,
life's actually falling apart. I didn't think you'd actually respond. I'm sorry.
You're right.
Shouldn't be on TikTok at all.
I'm a piece of shit.
They're
Sorry.
one comment away
Yeah.
from They think you're one comment away. They are one comment away.
I got a piss cleaner. I can't see my daughter. Great bit, Zach. Great bit.
And it wasn't even that bad of a comment. It was like, if I was older, I'd probably get this.
Yeah,
it was like, yeah, if you read a few books, you might get it more.
That's.
I'm sorry, my life's falling apart.
You're right. I'm dumb.
I didn't mean it. They throw their phone in a river.
You want to do Cameron's throwback first?
Yeah, let's end it. Let's wrap it up. So we decided that we were going to pick one comment that you guys received, and we were both going to write responses to defend your guys' honor. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
And
wow.
We'll post it from our Trollhole account, maybe on Blue Sky. Who knows?
Oh.
So we'll do Cam. We'll do yours. Can I call you Cam or is that?
Yeah.
Okay. I just realized I was
Cam good?
It's just, Cam's
How about Cam?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Cam.
All right.
We're pushing.
Let's get out of here before we lose him.
Cammy, Camera.
All right.
It's all good. Yeah,
What
whatever you go with.
comment?
What about Camera?
What comment do we have
Camera.
here? Camera.
David Moran 8511 for Cameron. I hope you have a real job because you suck.
Oh shit! I got it.
That is just that is a flat out. That's just a mean ass. I
Yeah.
feel bad about me being mean here. So this is what I wrote. David, we took a look. We took the liberty of looking at your page, and unlike your underwear, it's been scrubbed clean. So it's hard to say exactly what your real job is, but I hope in my heart of hearts that your hobby of being a middle-aged man who is active on TikTok lands you on a reboot of To Catch a Predator soon. That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote.
Very good. Yeah.
First, I was like, I like this response because there's hope in it. You know?
right.
It's like, oh my god!
Hope does not live here, my friend.
Oh,
Get his
oh.
ass.
I thought yours is worse than mine.
I hope you have a real mom because she should have aborted you.
Oh,
Which one would you like us to post on your behalf?
Yeah. You have some
I
stake in
can't
this.
take responsibility for that. I can't. I don't know.
Sure you can.
Yes,
Sure,
you
I don't know.
can.
I mean, not for nothing. I think I'm gonna have to go with the hopeful one, even though it's
Yeah.
not hoping for the best. It's
That's fair.
Okay, so
clever.
okay.
It's
Okay.
but you know, there's a twinge of positivity, and it's not like that, you know.
Sometimes it is kind of funny just to be like, yeah, dude, I wish your mom would have aborted you. That is
It's always like a good,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It's
I
just,
truly wish you didn't exist in this timeline anymore.
that's crazy
He's
thing
for
to
sure
say to a
calling his
person.
mom
Crazy
too if he
thing.
reads it. He's calling his mom like, "You're glad you kept me,
You
right?"
still love me, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay,
Right?
so then we have one. So that one will do mine,
And
Zach,
then Zach. This is from John Smith 2771. He definitely works at a vape store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we should fact check. Do you work at a vape store?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
But I have got that. I teach a class, and like that was like the one of the people that took the class. They're like at the graduation show. They're like, "Hey, for our teacher, he definitely works at a vape store."
Maybe it's
So-
the same guy. The same
Yeah.
person. Just really.
He tried it out online first.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. It's got 6 likes under one of your videos. I thought this was crushed. Yeah. You go first.
I said better to be a dealer than a user. Congrats on your Juul settlement.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
That's good.
That's really good.
I wrote, even if he did, there isn't someone more worthy on this planet of contracting popcorn lung than you. That's what I wrote. That's what I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Let's go with Mike.
All right, Mike.
That's the first ever surrender.
Even if he did, there isn't a person on this planet. Oh, I see. I added a word here.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
always
fine.
good when you got to read it out twice. So let's get into plugs. Zach, Cameron, what do you have to plug? Promote your socials. This is coming out late December. You have
Okay.
any January dates?
I'm sure I do. So,
Oh,
I'm booked all the time. Things are going
flush
good.
with dates.
Yeah, just go to ZachPetersonComedy.com and you can see all my dates. And my special is on autoplay on that. So
Oh, hell
getting those views up. Also, just a list of wet celebrities on YouTube is the special. You know, on Spotify. And also my socials are King of the River Peterson on TikTok and Instagram, and then Zeepers on Blue Sky.
And if you're watching this, follow Zach and comment something nice under one of the videos. Comment something on his special. Let's bring some positivity back into the world after all the negativity we've brought into it.
Yeah.
Cam?
If you're not a comic, you should go to my website and let me know what city you think I should go to. I'll be in San Diego and Arizona in the spring, and I'm trying to get more cities on the books. But if you are a comic and listen to the podcast, because I feel like comics would love this podcast too.
Hopefully.
Let me know where you're at and if I can come do shows where you're at. Connect me with where I'm trying to go.
Funny dude.
I'm trying to go more places, meet more people. So
Absolutely.
that's what I'm looking for.
You heard him, Callan? Come on.
I'm gonna go to this Wild West everybody's talking about.
Sam Tripoli, hit him up, dude.
Both of these guys are very funny, and if you are a comedian watching this, you should book them on your shows, and just don't let anyone in the green room. All right, Mike. What about you, buddy?
At Just Mike Lester on all social media. Look at the link tree, click the links, look at the links, smell the links. That's it. What do you got? Yeah.
At Shaq Katzner and everything. I've got some new headline dates dropping. I will be filming my debut comedy album in February, and we're going to be recording that for all this stuff. So come out to that. That'll be at Sisyphus. The end of February, beginning of March, and come to my weekly show, Darlings, every Thursday, 9:30 in Northeast Minneapolis. Zach has done it, and he crushed, and Mike has done it, and he's crushed. Next time you come to town, you're going to do it. You're going to crush.
Yep.
And that's it.
Neil, what do you got?
Blue Lake Entertainment for my, if you want me to do your event, 7 Sword Sound on all social media if you want to hear my music.
Absolutely excellent. And until next time, viewers, you can go to hell.
Go straight to hell.
Flip them off, boys.
Go to
Flip
hell.
them off.
Oh, there we go.
Flip
Yeah.
off our fans.
Get out of here.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.